So my name is Elaine, and I am co-founder of the Style Movement. And I have a lot of male friends. And these guys know that I work in the style and image consulting industry, so they're constantly asking me for style advice. And despite my repeatedly telling them that I am not actually a stylist or an image consultant. So I have one friend in particular who, at least once a year, he comes to me and he says, I need you to go shopping with me. I need to get everything new in my closet. And even if I can't go with him immediately, he'll wait however long I have to wait so that he can go with me. He will not go by himself. He will not buy something unless it has my stamp of approval on it. And I ask him why, and all he says is because you know me. That's it. So I started thinking about it and realized that a lot of Phil's attitude, his name is Phil, a lot of his attitude towards shopping is shared by a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys who really dislike the idea of shopping. Hopefully not as many here just because of the nature of the event, but in the rest of the world, guys would rather get their teeth pulled than go shopping. For clothes, that is. So I knew that there was also a lot of information and a lot of knowledge that stylists, personal stylists had about, that would make a difference in choosing particular pieces of clothing. And they had a lot of this information. However, somebody like my friend, lots of my friends, would never actually hire a personal stylist. They would, however, benefit from all the information that's in a stylist's head. So we created a website called the Style Movement, and it's a new way for men to buy apparel. So first I wanted to be sure that my assumption that men shop online is accurate. And I came up with a lot of information that men are shopping online, spending a lot of money, online and in clothes. And the catch is, men don't actually shop, they buy. They want to spend as little time and as little effort getting right to what they need, right? If any of you women have ever helped a guy shop, they want to go right to what they need and get out of there as soon as possible. So, the e-commerce patterns that are out there, people become used to. They see an item or an outfit, they click on it, and then they get other recommended items or outfits with that click. So these patterns that we've become used to are good. They're a little bit helpful, but it's not everything. It can only go so deep. So what's the missing piece? The missing piece is personalized results. So there's currently no personalization of the recommendations that you're getting on any of these websites. And specifically for men, that leaves them very confused. You're recommending the skinny tie. Am I a guy who can wear a skinny tie? What does that mean? What color should I get? What should I wear it with? That kind of stuff. So what are the recommendations that are out there based on? Two main things. One is what other users liked or purchased. Amazon's a really good basic example of this. And then another is sites like Beachmint, where they ask you a certain set of questions, and then based on your answers to those questions, they put you in one of just a couple categories. And you're limited to getting the results that are in that category. So there's no way that results can be highly personalized and highly specific based on one or even both of those factors. So what we take into consideration in making recommendations is a very wide variety of information gathered both passively and actively. So here's a picture of just our iPhone app, which is launching in just a couple weeks here. And just as a stylist would, we take in that passive and active information. So a stylist would make certain recommendations first based on facts about you. Your size, your coloring, your budget, that type of stuff. And then they'd also be able to take into consideration hundreds of other factors based on what's already in your closet and what you like and what you don't like. So, as consumers, we know what we like. Generally speaking, we don't know why we like what we like. And we shouldn't have to. So, the Style Movement has a proprietary way of making highly personalized recommendations based on why you like. So, a certain clicking behavior of what you like, we can determine why you like and make recommendations specific to that. So, essentially, in the midst of all the noise, and there's a lot of noise in the retail environment, specifically with men, we can make extremely specific recommendations. If you're not a guy who's ever going to wear a puffy vest, you will never see a puffy vest. or skinny jeans, there's two types of guys, those that wear skinny jeans and those that don't. There's not a lot in between. You will not ever see skinny jeans if you're not that kind of guy. So the thing is nobody is doing what we're doing. A lot of people are trying to tackle the problem that we're tackling, which is guys really dislike shopping, but nobody's doing it exactly like we are. For example, my dad comes to me and he says he has a new job and he actually cares about what he looks like now, so I need to take him shopping. Wanting to avoid that 3-hour trip at least, I just sent him to the Trunk Club website. He logs on, he's about halfway through the process, he slams the computer closed, and just like a dad would do, he said, I am not spending $1,500 on clothes, let alone clothes that I haven't seen and won't see until they arrive on my doorstep. So he's not going to buy that. Yet, we go to Nordstrom Rack after 3 hours of shopping and he spent $3,000 on clothes. So he is willing to spend that money if he knows that the recommendations are specific to him. So, just like me when I take my dad shopping, the style movement is brand agnostic. And we carry no inventory. So it allows us to make recommendations solely on the basis of what works best for somebody, not based on pushing certain inventory. And how do we make money? Is through affiliate sell-through. And a small percentage is also made on monthly memberships, and that's going to be more towards like a managed personal wardrobe. And most guys really, not most, a lot of guys would just pay to not have to deal with all of it, but they'd never hire a personal stylist, so we're bringing that experience of having a personal stylist online. And as far as affiliate sell-through, when we're making really accurate recommendations, people are much more likely to purchase what we're recommending to them. So as far as how we're marketing this, it's going to be a heavy social media play, and as well as targeted marketing on specific websites where there's need-based websites, as well as places where guys already are looking for help. And so like I said, the website's in progress. The mobile app's going to be out in a couple weeks, and we're currently seeking seed funding. So if there's anybody that has further questions or is interested in being part of our team, please do come see me.